What's up, everybody? This is Rod on the Road signing on. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope everybody is prospering wherever you are. Well, it's still cold. The ice and snow is following me, and I cannot seem to escape it. Got another round of cold weather coming in, possibly tomorrow afternoon, and I'm not going to be able to outrun it. I'm not trying to outrun it. You know, I'm just letting everybody know that it's following me. And I don't know. We just deal with it. You know, I got the polar package on the van. It keeps me pretty warm. I've improvised few new ways besides propane to deal with the heat. That's dressing appropriately. It's definitely helping out quite a bit. And also, I got wool socks. One thing, I got several thermals, a few military editions and a few military standards, and I got some regular thick hunting style outdoorsman type of thermals that I wear. I gave one away to a homeless guy. It's a pretty good one. But I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 thermals, heavy thermals. I don't have any light thermals. I have light sweaters, the little fitted type sweaters, 100% cotton, 2 of those. An array of t-shirts, several sweaters that I can wear. Normally 2 of those thermals and my fleece jacket that I have on now. And I just recently acquired another heavier button-up or zip-up sweater type that I can put over that. And, you know, if I don't want to run the heat, you know, I can bump that propane on. It gets so hot in there so quick, and it lingers around for about 30 to 40 minutes. The heat will linger before I have to bump it on again. It does not have a thermostat. Then I can also use my stove. I got plenty of butane. I can turn that butane stove on to help regulate the heat, to help kind of keep it going for at least an hour and 20 minutes if I turn the propane stove on low. And that's an open flame, true enough. And I know y'all probably think, well, Rod, what about the candle heater thing? Well, that works. I guess that would work, you know, in a situation that would be in the normal cold weather situation. And I'm calling a normal cold weather situation, I'm calling that like 30, just below freezing, maybe 25. Anything below 25, that really isn't enough for me. Via the size of it, I have to go ahead and use some butane or propane. So with that being said, dress appropriately in winter weather to save a lot on your heat consumption and your fuel consumption. It also will help you stay comfortable when dealing with cold weather situations. It's just a way of life. Like I said, on this channel, I'm not avoiding cold weather. I actually plan on getting to some areas where I can do some snowboarding and even some skiing. I've never skied. I have snowboarded before. I've never skied, but I don't own a snowboard. They're pretty cheap. I'm going to acquire one and do a lot more skating and all that kind of stuff. I got some rink skates somewhere. I don't know where they're at. I have a car. I actually own a vehicle that's sitting up. It's the vehicle I had before this. It's been sitting up a while now. It's it's south of here. It's a good way south of here, but I haven't been by it in a while. I got to get to it eventually and get it up and running, and I guess I'll sell it. I don't know. Eventually, maybe this spring I'll be near it. But other than that, cold weather dressing, I got off topic. Cold weather dressing, definitely appropriate in cold weather situations. But let me show you some things I acquired today. Found a thrift store, and it was packed. Great thrift store, this thrift store was. I rarely see them this packed. I guess they were running something. Oh yeah, they were running a 50% off sale. Awesome. I think it was a 25% off sale. I don't know. I think it was some kind of big percentage off. And I went there and I acquired some things. Let me show you what I acquired. I acquired these sleeping pants. I do not own any sleeping pants. These, that guy just sped by me a little too fast. I have no idea where he's going. It's fireman tags. This year, 2018, I will now dress to sleep. Check these out. They're nice. They're comfortable. And I paid literally nothing for them. It was the big discount off of this. I think it was half. It was half. But I'm going to prepare to sleep. I must be completely honest with you. For quite some time now, I just kind of fall asleep. However I really don't prepare to sleep, and I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to unwind, prepare to sleep. I might wash up and change clothes for the next day. That's weird, and I know that's what I had come accustomed to for so long. But you really don't sleep comfortably like that. And, you know, I'm getting older now, and I long for that preparation that, you know, maybe around 10 o'clock, no matter where I'm at, or once I reach a good location, I will wash up in the 10 o'clock hour, begin to wash up. Maybe 30 minutes will pass, brush my teeth, freshen up really good, which I did that, but I did it at all different hours. You know, it was very random and erratic. Now I'm going to set a standard of 10 o'clock. I will do that, unwind. And this is if I'm going to sleep. This is not if I'm going to do some hanging out. You know, of course, that'll be adjusted. If I'm doing some hanging out, I might freshen up, then go hang out, you know, and versus freshen up and laying down. Either way it goes, 10 o'clock is going to be my standard of freshening up and brushing your teeth and getting prepared for either bed or hanging out. So if I'm getting ready for bed, I'll put the appropriate clothing on. I'll put those sleep pants on. I need about 3 or 4 more pair to be sufficient. And I'm going to unwind and maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock be laying down, preparing for the next day. I got to get to doing that. That's a resolution I set for myself, and I implore you to do something the same. I'm sure many of y'all already do that. Let me show you the next item I picked up. A pair of thermals. Believe it or not, and these are the striped kind. I'm showing my undies. I don't really mind. That's no big deal. Believe it or not, that is the only pair that I own. I do not own any thermals. That was the first pair. And I'm going to try to acquire 4 or 5 more pair. You know, really hadn't been in really cold weather until now in the vehicle. I knew it would eventually come, but I really did not prepare. I had enough adequate clothing, but there are a few more things like thermals. I have the thermal uppers, but no thermal lowers. And my legs, believe it or not, were getting a bit too cool for my comfort. And I have to change that, and I'm starting today. I am starting today. Thermal underwear, top and bottom, wool socks, hats, gloves, and I don't really own any gloves. I have to get some of those. But scarves, you need that in cold weather. Trust me. If you plan on being in cold weather environments, invest in these items. Okay, let's move right along. This right here is the beginning stages of the new shower concept. As you can see, this is my concept. This is the reveal of my concept. I got a clear liner. For those of y'all inside, you know it can be quite dark inside these vehicles. This clear liner will allow me to have light while I'm freshening up or showering. You get the colored ones, you won't have light. Because this right here, this, you can see this, will be mounted to the ceiling of the van. And it can be in an RV, anything that you can semi-stand up or stand up in, you can employ this technique that I'm working on. It's in the experimental stages, but this was a tote. One of those totes that you get from, that has the white handles, and it's really like a laundry basket type of a tote. And I basically just cut the bottom off, and it's not too big. It's really just enough room. And this will be mounted above it on the ceiling. And of course, the shower curtain will be also employed into this device. Now, I'm going to cut this a little lower or sand it down so I can drape a ring so it can slide back and around. You know what I'm saying? It'll hang from the inside. This will be mounted to the ceiling. That way, this will be, I'm going to notch this. I'm going to eliminate these little areas. the ring, the swinging of the shower rod will be unrestricted, and it'll just hang like that. And when I get ready to unuse it, I don't know if I'll use some S hooks or some binder hooks or some type of hooking device. It'll just unhook from it. It'll hang and dry, unhook, and it'll be put up. This will stay on the ceiling permanently. Then I'll be able to take this bottom piece, and it fits right in my windows, up, out of the way. I have enough space in my window, like almost 8 inches, 7 or 8 inches, that it'll fit in perfectly. And I also plan to get that shower device. They make a sprayer. It's not like the. Hold on, I'm going a little long, of course, as usual. They make a sprayer, and I'm gonna show that once it arrives from Amazon, and once I get to it, it just drops down. It's ran by it's a lithium-ion battery in it, and it's very simple. It's a one-piece unit. It doesn't have all those different cords that you have to hook here and hook there. It is a one-piece unit. It pulls water up and it sprays it on you. That's it. And it's rechargeable. That's what I'll be using. I'll just drop it down in a bucket or some kind of a small, slim tub that's not taking up too much space, preferably triangular, so my feet won't be in them. I'll show all this later when I get it. I don't have all the materials yet. And it'll pull water up from that, spray on you, and it will run back down off of you into the basin there. And that will virtually cost little of nothing. It's totally DIY. I don't know if anyone's out there doing it. I hadn't seen them, but that's my concept. And it'll be in the middle area of the van. I'll show all this later. It'll be totally able to take down in seconds and put up in seconds. You know what I mean? And for y'all that don't have real electricity, you'll be able to heat you some water up on the stove. And that's it. Heat some water up on the stove and implement it in that nature. Well, I'm going to go along. This is Rod on the Road signing on. I'm going to get out of here and put all this stuff back up and get somewhere and be still and get on some Wi-Fi and hopefully upload this video. We'll see you next time, YouTube. Stay safe. Like and subscribe to this video. Go to Ramon Reddick, that's RemoneReddick on Facebook, and send me a friend request. I'll gladly accept it. Share this video, and God bless America. And we will see you next time, YouTube. Peace.